Bloodborne. Soundtrack official Gherman, the first hunter. Oh boy. Let's get it. They need to remake it. That cello's doing wonders. Hold on. Do you guys hear that? Let me pause that. Let me talk about that really quick. It came in. You could feel. Damn. Like you could feel that was really heavy. That's a lot of sorrow behind that. And when everything just swells up, it became drama. It became this problem. And they didn't blow it in your face either. They didn't lead it to a way to make you think that, like, oh, it makes you want to cry. What this did, you guys hear that? It went, oh, it slowly let you down. And that's lonely, man. And what? Oh, you guys hear that? Bum, bum, bum. Oh. Danger. There it goes again. It let you slowly down right there. Wow, that was so powerful. That was powerful. Wow. What? Why does Bloodborne? Why does Dark Soul-like music just makes it so hard to breathe, man? It really does. That second part right there in particular was hauntingly beautiful. The reason why I say that is because you can hear from the cello, bum 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 bum. Right, I'm not a singer, I'm sorry, but then it's just like it became very melodic. And for a soundtrack like this, you will think creepy crawly, you will think big drums, you would think big steps, you would think like danger, right? But if this is for a boss, or this is for something, you hear that almost emotional, and it makes you think like, damn, you know, like a friend, or it makes you think like someone who got turned into something, and then you're playing and you're like, oh fuck, man. Like it's just it's such an emotional piece right there. And you have all of the creepy stuff on the side too, but it wasn't really pronounced. It was in the background, and it gives you a sense of danger, yes. But then the most important part of that part right there, that from that soundtrack, was that cello. How it wants to be heard. That's kind of depressing. Okay, the depressing just upped the notch. My god. That's fucking beautiful. That's so cool. That's amazing. That's amazing. That's holy shit. Okay, where do I start? Where do I start? I that was peak, man. If peak was if you have to use a word peak for a soundtrack, that was peak. It's the third phase, the third part right here. It's so cool. And it's so cool how they're using the same motif. And not just that, that motif is fucking emotional. It's so powerful. It has so much meaning behind that. And they used that. And what they did this time, they added the vocals in the back. They added the choir in the back. And not just any choir. They added the manly choir. They added the male vocals. And what that did was it probably represented this guy. It's been so long, I don't remember who this guy is. But then it probably represented it's a dude, right? But then it's just, it gives it like a more powerful, almost like tough love feel to this. And this whole time I'm listening to this, you feel the lonely journey, and you feel the journey of having to fight people, or having to deal with things and having to see things like happen before your eyes, you know? And you could just feel the history of that boss. It's so grand, and it's so fucked up. It's so beautiful, man. My god. My god, that's beautiful. Like, to me, that was strong, man. That was strong. It's almost like looking through the eyes of this guy. And it's one of those soundtracks where it's hard to breathe, man. Like, it really is. Like, it was so intense. It was so like, it's like I'm not even worthy to listen to this soundtrack. I'm not even worthy to see things through the eye of this guy. This is how I feel about this soundtrack, because I feel like we're seeing through it. And it was so overpowering for me as a listener, to the point where it almost feels like I see some shit I don't want to see, that he's seen. And I'm not worthy to see that, you know? That's how I feel from this. It's so powerful. What a beautiful piece, man. Oh my god.